Hello everybody, welcome back to Ghost of French Toast. How's everyone doing? How's quarantine? Hopefully everyone's doing alright. Hopefully everyone's family's okay. And today, I'm gonna try doing something different. I'm gonna try doing one upload every week. I wanna see how I have a few episodes of this kind of thing that I'm doing lined up after this one comes out. And what we're doing is lore videos. I love lore in games, so I thought, hey, and my friends are normally confused by the lore in some games, so I'm like, hey, why don't I just, talk about it? And I think that'd be interesting. So, my first lore video, if this does really good, is Titanfall 2 to be exact, and I'm gonna do a character. My favorite character in the game besides BT and Jack is VIPER. So grab your North Star Titan and get ready to dial on. Yes, and let's dive on in. So VIPER is interesting, just personally for me, because if you listen to him speak, he's so calm, and he's shouting out military commands as he basically takes out the jets flawlessly. And his ranking in the Apex Predators and the IMC at the moment in time Titanfall 2 takes place is he's a lieutenant, which is kind of low compared to his skill ranking to all the others commanders, co-commanders, because no one was really this challenging in the game besides VIPER, and that's just natural fact. Like boss-wise, no one was really that challenging. You could first see him on the Battle of Typhon carrying the Ark in the ship, and they're gonna bring the Ark to the fold weapon, which is basically a Death Star from Star Wars. And the IMC and the Apex Predators are planning to destroy Harmony. After that, you are told to go. The militia is basically doing an all-out assault, throw the head in, putting all the money on the table to stop the Ark from reaching the fold weapon, because the fold weapon is going to destroy basically Harmony, which was the militia's homeworld, whatever you want to call it. And as they lead the assault, BT and Jack are on a ship, and it seems all good at first. You're taking down ships with the Archer, all fun. But then the comms light up. Chatter's going all through the comms. Something's in the air. And then we see him. The man, the myth, the legend, VIPER. VIPER is flying around the battlefield, just blowing up rockets, blowing up militia fleet ship ease. As the saying goes, which basically describes him, he flies like a butterfly and stings like a bee. He spots BT on the ship and begins to open fire, sending them down. But at the last minute, Barker comes in and catches them, grabbing them from falling to their deaths, and they have to take out the turrets on the ship, on one of the IMC ships, to be able to advance to the Draconis to stop the Ark getting delivered to the fold weapon. Some fun fact, I'm not sure if you guys knew, was the Draconis from Titanfall 2 is the same ship used as the dropship in Apex Legends. I did not know that till the other day, which is pretty nifty, not gonna lie. And let's continue on. Once you make your way to the front of the ship and take out the basically flight crew of the ship, Barker drops BT onto the bridge of the ship, and you get ready for one of my favorite moments in all of gaming, basically. Alright, and Myth Man, Myth, the legend.
Voodoo 1, VIPER's on station. Your journey ends here, pilot. The skies belong to me. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Almost ready. Manage that core break hard like it's new. Dodge this.
Compared to his counterpart in the multiplayer for Titanfall 2, which is very strange to say. So I did some digging on it, and I found a Reddit AMA that talks about how VIPER was basically able to buy parts to Ash's Titan, that she's able to phase shift a lot. That's actually an interesting fact.
Viper 1, taking cover. RAS 4 visual, .0923.
Yeah, and Viper.
And it's got core break hard shit too.
Philosophies that you can hear in the campaign is when you're fighting him, speed is life. Just felt like I should throw that one out here. As I was talking about earlier, he seems so calm. He must have military training.
Engaging bandits.
I guess that's where he got the was from one of his missions, maybe? I have a theory about IMC out for a time because that was like one of the main military groups besides the militia. But it would make sense if he was basically from the IMC because the North Star Titan is an IMC
bandit.
As I was talking about earlier with VIPER basically buying things, I felt like this would be an interesting basically thing to include. His tether traps reach a lot farther because I'm a North Star main multiplayer. North Star and what's it called? Monarch. In the multiplayer. And I kind of realized that basically he could shoot missiles longer and he shoots a lot more and his tether traps reach a lot more, much farther, which is interesting because the tether traps, my guess, they weigh like, it's like 15 pounds, 15, 20 pounds. No, I would say like 30 pounds, 30 to 40 maybe. It would make sense because if you look at the back of his Titan when he's flying around at the beginning, he has larger rocket boosters, and my guess, that's where he basically launches the tether traps. So I thought that was really cool. Alright, now. Finally beat VIPER, sending him down into the earth of Typhon below. And Jack and BT make their way to the front of the ship and begin to do a fastball. But our good old friend, the man, the myth, and the legend, pulls a big Uno reverse card and is like, yo, I'm not gonna allow you to do that. And he's like, yeet, and starts launching missiles. And he comes to basically take you up into the sky and start beating you up. Start beating BT up, so, and then you get drops, you guys, all that fun stuff. Not really fun. And BT and VIPER get into a fight. VIPER literally disarms BT, but he loses his railgun in the process. They go, and at the moment, VIPER loses his cockpit to say, after BT hits him with the salvo core, and BT asks for you to go basically kill VIPER, and this is one of my favorite moments in the campaign basically because it's like saying after BT saved you a lot in the campaign, you finally get to save him. Hope you guys enjoyed the new video. Sorry I'm ending this on such a little note. See you next time. Go to French Toast, bye.